earlier on videotape 30 back with another how to play. Oh wait, um, we don't need this. I don't know what I'm doing with this. We need this. Today we're looking at the game, which is Hyperstar Run. It's a solo game designed by Scott Alms, produced by Buttonside Games. It's a little 18 card wallet game. It is a video game themed game. That's why I had the PS5 controller for the fun of it. In this game, you have I also have a couple of expansions, which I haven't tried out. Final bosses. I guess Dwayne Johnson is in that, and an equipment drawer. But this is the main cards again. Again, you get this little platformer card. I guess it's Robo or Robots, and this here. You finally secured the replicator drive from the Hyperstar base, but dangerous aliens are closing in fast. It's time to run. Start. And you got basically 4 lives to complete the game. You have 2 equipment cards that you're going to start off with. These symbols are buttons that you would press like on a controller to advance, to defeat monsters. You can see monsters have different buttons that you're going to need to press to beat. I will also point out, you see these 2, they have this yellow line that attaches. If these 2 were side by side, I could defeat this monster with these 2 buttons, and then this one I would only need to press this button. So it's a little combo type thing that you can do. I'll shuffle the cards up. There is some different difficulties that you can choose from, and I believe this is 15 cards. It says for the tutorial mode you just use 9 cards. Standard you use 10, for hard you use 11, and for expert you use 12 cards. Let me just see what I can fit on screen here. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's probably pretty much all I can fit. So we'll just do the 9 level one. We're going to take 3 of these cards into your hand, and the other 3 are going to be discarded. So if you're doing 10 cards, you're going to discard just 2 cards, I guess. So this robot guy is going to go here on top on number 1. That's your first live. And we can flip this over. Now you'll see in the corner of each card there is a button. You get this button when you defeat one of these 2 monsters. This one requires, if it has an asterisk, it's free or random ones. And this one is just 2 of these blue. Now, unfortunately, let's see what I have here. I do have 2 blue, so I'm going to push these 2. We'll discard them, and we can defeat this monster. There's one more thing I should point out. Whatever card you're on, there is an ability, and you can use this as choose a face-up card among the 4 leftmost cards in the level. Swap it with your current level card. To do that, I would have to play a card face down, use it. If I wanted to do another ability afterwards and I have a face down card, I would have to discard this. You cannot have more than 1 face down card, but we're not going to use the ability for now. I'm just going to move on. We defeated that first monster, and no blue line, so unfortunately I gotta defeat one of these 2, which is the blue and the pink, or the green and the blue. I will do this one. This one has 2 buttons. This is the equipment card you start off with, and it's got the pink and the blue, so I can defeat this guy. Move on to the next card. Actually, I should have looked at the ability. Swap any 2 cards other than that one. This one, the ability is swap any 2 cards in a level other than your current level card. Okay, and that one requires 2 pinks or green and a blue button. Now, one thing I should point out as well is these buttons, these cards that we have defeated, we can also use those. For instance, for this one, I would need 2 pink, which I don't have, or a green and a blue. I also don't have the blue. So, what am I going to do? Well, I'm going to use this pink. I don't have to use both of these. I can use just one. And this one which I will press down to indicate that I'm using it. We'll discard this, and I can defeat this one and move on to the next one. And doing so, that helps you see what's coming up. Now this one requires a green and a pink, or blue and a pink. I don't have the pink, so I'm not going to be able to defeat this one. I only have greens, but I can look what it says here, and it says, use any ability from a face-up card in your hand or discard pile. Ooh, so I could use the ability on this card. Flip one card face down. Flip one face card down in the level, so I can flip a card face up. Yeah. This one is choose any card, level, flip it face up, and swap it with the face up card from your hand or discard pile. And this one, localized threat tolerance exceeded. Had no abilities. That one has no abilities, so I can't use that. But I'm going to spend this one, and I can again use any ability from a face-up card in your hand or discard pile. So I'm going to use this to flip one of these cards face up. So let's just flip this one. See what we got coming up. Ooh, it's pink. If I could somehow get this pink next to this one, we could do a combo. That might be good. So we're out of cards, and so we're going to take everything back into our hand. This first card on the left is going to come into my hand. And then we will move this guy over here and put him on number 2. And we start over again. So you just see. Swap any 2 cards in the level other than your current level card. Okay, so I'm going to use this ability. I'm going to spend one of these green ones, because I have lots of green ones. I'll put that face down. And I'm going to swap these 2 so that we can do this combo. Alright, it says swap any 2 in the level other than this current level card. So for this one, we need a blue and green, or a blue and pink. I'm just going to use this blue and pink, 2 for 1, and defeat that one. This one I need to do the 2 pinks, which, there, okay, I do have 2 pinks. I'm going to use this pink and this pink to defeat this one. And now we just have to do one of these blue slashes. There we go. Put that over there. We defeat this one, and there's no, oops, sorry, I didn't push those ones. There was no continuation in the pink line, so now we have to defeat this guy. He takes 3 different random buttons. Let's see what his ability is. Oh, damn, there's no ability. Both of these don't have abilities, so that kind of sucks. So I'm going to use, well, I'll use what I have. I'll use this one, and this one to defeat this one, and then at least we can see, whoops, I pushed it down for no reason, what is next. And this next one is another pink one. Choose any card in the level, flip it face up, and swap it with your current level card. Interesting, but I don't want to do that. So that's the second level. This is, well, the second life. This is a level in a game we're trying to play. Try to beat. So we'll sub everything up. Take all these back into our hand. We get to add this one to our hand. Let me just shift everything over. Move this over to number 3. And hopefully we can overcome these aliens and win the game, right? This is basically a 2D platforming game, kind of like Super Mario Brothers. I used to love Super Mario 3, especially back in the day. Super Mario Brothers 3 was awesome. Anyway, so this first card, we need 2 pink. Not ideal. Or we can use this green and this blue, but then we don't get a combo, which is obviously cheap because this one requires 3 random buttons. Well, let's see what the ability is. Swap any 2 cards in the level. Okay, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to use this ability. We'll spend something. We got lots of green ones, so I'll spend a green one. I'm going to swap these two, so we can get this combo train going here. And then we don't have to worry about this free button guy. So for this one, we need 2 pink ones. We'll spend this one and let's say this one. Put those into the discard pile. This one, I put it face down. I'll put it here for now. Move on. Now we only need to plus a blue one. This one we need just any random one. I'll just use this green one. Now over here we need to plus 3 random ones. So I'll spend these 2, I think. Maybe not, because I say I could be useful. I'll spend 1, 2, 3 random ones. Move on. This one, this pink and blue. And then we move on to the next one, which is going to require, again, 3 random ones. Wonderful. Unless, of course, we can get a combo, but that's not going to happen right now. Well, actually, I can just go for this one, which is 2 of those, which I don't currently have. So I could use the ability to use any card in the level, flip it face up, and swap it with your current level card. Well, I guess we have the card, we might as well spend it and swap those 2. And that creates a combo. That's awesome. So we'll reset everything. We're going to bring this into our hand. Now we got lots of buttons to push. Looks like pushing buttons. Alright. So let's see if we can do this. We have 6 cards to defeat and lots of combos. We got really lucky with the combos. So this first one will defeat, we need 2, those orange, we're not having a whole lot of luck with orange ones, unfortunately. But I'll just spend this one and this one. Boom. Now we just need 1 random one. I think I might have done this one by mistake before. But I've just taken this pink line this way, so now it's just a random one. So I'll just spend this one. This one, now we have to spend... I guess we can spend the 2 blue ones. We don't necessarily have to spend that one. So we'll do that. I believe we can do that. Moving on. We'll spend this one. We go over here. We need 2 yellow. Okay, we do have yellow. We can spend that. And this one we need 2 yellow. No, we only need 1 random. We got lots of random. We'll spend that and we win. It's about time I win a game too, right? Anyway, that's the game. It's a pretty cool game. Obviously, you can make it more difficult by using more cards, having it longer, but I was trying to see what I can fit in the space I have. I could have done 10 perhaps, but that worked out pretty well. And I like that we got some combos in there. It's pretty cool. Obviously, nice quality, William Fittis. And yeah, I like it. And these are cards we did not use. That's why we're not seeing any pinks. I took them all out. Anyway, made it more challenging. We still actually had 1 more life, I believe, unless I screwed up. I think that was actually the last life, but it's a cool little game. Comment, like, subscribe, let me know what you think. Stay tuned for more silly games on Solo Sunday, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.